Yeah, you know, Roombas are super cool, but most people out there, you know, when they look at it and they're like, hey, listen, I would love a robot vacuum. I would love to not have to haul around my 15-pound vacuum all over the place, but I'm not paying $500 or $600. I'm not paying $700. What if I told you we have a Roomba, the lowest price anywhere, okay? We have a Roomba under $200. I've owned 2 Roombas. My first one I paid $699. The second one I paid, I think, $599. The prices came down a little bit. I have loved them every step of the way. Why? And I'm not telling you to get rid of your big vacuum. You know, if you've got a Dyson or whatever it is, and all these wonderful vacuums that we have here, what I'm saying is I don't want to vacuum every day, all right? I use my Roomba twice a week. The bin fills up with gunk and funk every time I use it, dirt, dust, dander. It goes under the beds. It goes around furniture. It goes everywhere. It goes places my regular vacuums cannot even go. And all I do is push a button. If you don't want to push the button, if you've got Alexa and Google, you can tell it to start cleaning for you. If you get the app, which you should do, you can program it on your phone. You could be in Europe and be like, I'm gonna clean my carpets before I get home. And you can do it. Roomba runs for 90 minutes. It navigates, runs into my foot, doesn't care, just works around me. Goes underneath the furniture. I can't get a vacuum under there. When you empty the tray in Roomba, you're gonna be like, I never knew there was that much dirt under my bed. It is unbelievable. So if you pick it up today, I call it the Anywhere, Everywhere vacuum because most vacuums cannot go there, okay? It has 3 stages of cleaning, 5 times the suction, okay? Dual brush technology, it never tangles. It goes over hard floors, carpeted floors, uneven floors, wires, and it never gets stuck. Okay? It has dirt sensing technology. If it notices a lot of dirt, it stays in that area till the dirt is gone. It has a little brush that gets in cracks and crevices as it works its way around. Here's the deal, all right, before Rebecca comes on. Lowest price anywhere. Regular price at retail, if you purchase separately, over $500. You're gonna get it at $199. Not only that, flex pay, $40 to own a Roomba. The #1 robotic company out there. Here's the breakdown. $449 for this model. If you get the virtual walls, and I'll explain those to you in a sec, that's gonna cost you about another $80. And then we're gonna give you another filter. All right, a backup filter, high efficiency filter, $539, all right? $340 off retail. I'll say that again. Look, Roomba's done. Gonna go back and recharge. I love it. It even made a little song. It's like ding, ding, ding. I'm all done. Now Roomba will go back to its charging station. So let me step over and show everybody what you get, and then we'll say hi to Rebecca. Is that cool? Everybody good with that? All right. So I'm gonna come over here. So I mentioned you get the virtual walls. Here's the Roomba, all right? And it's a beautiful, beautiful Roomba. This one has almost like a platinum coppery kind of a cool sheen to it. You're gonna get the charging docking station. One of my favorite things about Roomba is when it's done, I empty it, right? Pop the thing in, and it goes back and it charges, okay? It automatically comes back. So if you wanna turn it on when you're not home, program a cleaning, when you get back, all you need to do is empty the dust tray. That's it. These are called virtual walls. So let's say there's a place where you don't want Roomba to go. Maybe you got a new puppy and it's back in its crate and you don't want it to go in that room because you don't want to scare it. Maybe you don't want to wake somebody up. You can actually put these somewhere and it won't go past the barrier. So you can actually keep Roomba at bay. All that is included, free shipping and handling, $40 to get it home, 5 flex pay on everything. And here's the lovely Rebecca Wood to tell us all about it. Rebecca, first of all, I'm in shock over the value. Now everybody can own a Roomba.
That's what I'm so excited about because I'm so passionate. It is the only thing in my house, that actually gives me time back. My kids definitely don't, but my Roomba does. It gives you your time back, and yet your house is going to look better than it ever has, and it couldn't be easier. What you're seeing in here, 30 years worth of robotic technology. This is iRobot. They've been leaders in robotic technology for 30 years, perfecting the robotic vacuum for 20 years. And when you see all of the bells and whistles, but what I love about iRobot is they make it as technologically advanced as you would love it, as people who love technology with the app, with being Alexa and Google enabled, but they also make it as simple as possible too. If you don't like technology, you don't need to know technology. It's just one step on, one turn on for, you hear that? Now it's gonna do it again, send it on its way, and it's gonna go and clean for 90 minutes. Guy, when's the last time you cleaned your house for 90 minutes, right? And what I love about it, and I'm gonna ask Hathaway to come in here, you're gonna see it go through and it kind of goes in a circle. It's detecting that dust. You see the word clean there, kind of vibrating, kind of pulsating. That means it has detected more dirt. I don't have a dirt detect system, right? I go over that, I pass over one time, I think it's clean. My Roomba knows it's going to go and stay in that area until it is perfectly clean, and it's gonna clean your entire house for 90 minutes. Now, here's the beauty of what's behind Roomba. I'm gonna turn this one upside down so you can see where the magic happens. You were talking about this edge sweeping brush here, and if you look, you can see it kind of turns down. It's designed that way because it is actually going to get into your grout lines. It's going to get into the little divots of your hard floors, your carpets. And then you can see here, this is all part of our patented 3-stage system. We have the multi-surface brushes that work in tandem together. This one's gonna go through and lift, loosen, and pull all of the dirt from any floor surface, even high piles. And then this green one detangles, meaning you are never gonna have to take a scissors out like you do with your upright. You're never gonna have to cut through that hair because it never tangles. And then this is with this Roomba, you're going to get 5 times the suction. So it's going to go into that bin you were talking about. And when it's done, if I need to fill it, look how simple it is to take it over to the garbage, empty it out. You can even wash these bins. This is that high efficiency filter, all part of that 3-stage cleaning system we have that is going to rid your house of 99.9% of pet dander, allergens. But Guy, it is the only thing in my house that gives you time back. And it's one thing in my house as well that I've had for so long, and I'm still madly in love with it, as I know you are. Once you have a Roomba, you know how really life-changing it is. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, not only do I agree, apparently a lot of the country agrees. We started off, we had like, I don't know how many we had, 4,000 or 5,000. We are down to 1,800. That's how many have already been spoken for, all right? So this is probably gonna sell out by noon today. If you want a Roomba, watch how Roomba comes to my shoes and is like, oh, pardon me, don't worry, I'm just cleaning, I'll just work around you. I mean, it's amazing. It's not gonna hurt your walls, it's not gonna scuff anything, it just works around. This is my favorite part. How else am I gonna clean underneath my sofa? And that's, you know, the reason I got it the first time, I couldn't find a vacuum that would get underneath my bed. I had this giant king-size bed, and I'm like, I don't want to get down on all fours with a handheld tool and try to, the heck with that. So I bought a Roomba. Do you know there are times, and I did it 2 weeks ago, I took the Roomba off of its charging cradle, and I put it in my bedroom, shut the door, and I let it work under the bed. Because there was dust under the bed, I could see it. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, look at that dust under the bed. I haven't done that in a while. And I put Roomba in there. I let Roomba run for an hour. I came out, there was a 2-inch like fluff ball inside Roomba that was under my bed. Guess what, gang? I'm probably breathing that, right, all night. So that is why you get it. You get it because it goes where other vacuums don't go. And like I said before, Rebecca, and I'm not, hey, we have other vacuums here. I'm not poo-pooing other vacuums. I don't need to do that. I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice if you didn't even have to grab a handle? You didn't even have to move? All you gotta do is hit a button. And basically, my Roomba is my maintenance vacuum. You know, I mean, I have a house cleaner that comes every 2 weeks, basically just to clean the bathrooms and the kitchen, because Danny and I suck at that. So, my son, so I have that, but she comes and she does a basic vacuum, right? And then I've got my Dyson stick vac for cleaning some areas. I use my Roomba twice a week. All I do is hit the button. And what amazes me, Rebecca, is the amount of dirt and dust that is in my house, that Roomba gets. That little container is filled to the top every time I use it. And plus there's construction all around my house. It's like, you got stuff. This is so easy. And listen, Roomba's not a fly-by-night company, right? Roomba's what? They were invented by some MIT guys, scientists, like back in the 90s, I think it was, right? This is brilliance. And it keeps going and it keeps getting better and better. The nice thing is, our price keeps getting lower. $199, only $40 on your credit card, free shipping and handling. It's the best value, the lowest price we found anywhere, and you get everything. You know, normally the virtual walls are extra. What are the virtual walls? That's a way to keep Roomba out. There's some places maybe you don't want Roomba to go. You know, maybe you got I don't know, you got, like I said, a puppy, or maybe you got a baby. You don't want to wake him up. You don't want it to, yeah, you don't want it, you know, whatever. And remember, it's got the, I want Rebecca to, before I talk about that, I want Rebecca to talk about the technology of how Roomba will not dive off a cliff, right?
Okay.
I call it the lemming technology, right? Because isn't the lemmings the things that jump off the cliff? Let's talk about that, because a lot of people are like, well, what if it falls? What if Roomba goes off the edge of the stairs, right?
So you're going to come with me then to the stairs that I have here. I have a landing. And again, remember, technology that you love with the app, if you'd like to set it and forget it, you can be across the world and clean your house with a press of the button, or you don't need to deal with that at all. Just one touch to turn it on, one touch to send it on its way. And now you're going to see as it goes and cleans this landing on my stairs, we have cliff technology. There are 4 different, watch this is great. There are 4 different sensors around the front of it, and when it detects that there's nothing in front of it, it stops, it backs away. Take a look at that. This is also a great shot of that edge sweeping brush. It's my favorite thing about the Roomba. I always tell people, will your Roomba clean as well as you do? No, Guy, it won't. It cleans better.
Yeah.
Look how it's getting into the little nooks and crannies. It actually gets underneath my stove farther, so much farther than my upright. For me, I've had this for about a year. I have never taken my upright out because I've never had to. I set it to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m., and it cleans, and my house looks great. I have 3 kids and 2 dogs that shed. I was vacuuming already at least 2 to 3 times a week. There's that cliff tech technology that's going to make it back away.
Yeah.
And then it's going to go and clean that area. And I've never had to take my upright out. I think that's astounding. This is why I'm so passionate and so excited that people today are going to be able to get this home, whether they want it, whether they want to give it to a gift. My sister does daycare. And when she stopped having to actually vacuum, it was, again, life-changing for her as well.
I love that video right there. Of how, look at how it goes edge to edge. Stay on the shot. Watch this. Watch how it maps out. It knows where it's been, and it knows where it hasn't been. So that's how it goes. And I love, like when I watch my Roomba, I'm always amazed when I have these 2 ottomans. It goes around each leg of the ottoman in a circle, like right next to the leg of the ottoman. And then it goes underneath, and I've got cords under there because I've got a couple of lamps plugged in. It's got no tangle technology. It goes right over the cords. Unbelievable. I think let's see, I've had Roombas for probably 13 years. In the 13 years I've owned it, I think only one time I had to pull a wire got caught in there, and it was a loose speaker wire. It had no plug on it, and somehow it just got, but that's in 13 years, all right? If I ran over that speaker wire with a regular vacuum, it would have destroyed it. But all it did, Roomba just stopped. That's it. Pulled the wire out, I was good to go. But it's got that tangle-free technology, so you don't have to get out there and worry about unplugging all your lamps, your TV, your electronics. Watch how it navigates right where you're watching right now. It goes right to the edge, and then it works its way back. It's basically setting up kind of a matrix of a pattern so that it doesn't miss a spot. And when it needs to go home to charge, watch it. There it is. Look, it goes in its little parking spot. Oh, I love it. You know, and by the way, you know where I keep my Roomba? I have you guys probably, some of you see my house from my Facebook Lives. I have on the kitchen bar in the back, I've got 3 bar stools. And then there's a corner, and I got my printer there. My little parking spot is right in the corner. Roomba goes right underneath the bar stool and just parks there. I'm like, you never turn it off. And like I said, if I want to clean and I'm leaving, I hit the button twice. I go out, I go to Publix, I get my groceries, I come back. If an hour and a half has passed by, Roomba's already parked. I go over, I open up the little dirt tray. In fact, I'll try to do that for you. Come here, Roomba. Stop it, hit the button, okay? Little tray right here. You ready? I'll open it up, I'll turn it around for you. There it is. So there, you know, this thing has been going and going and going, but I'll sort of show you. There's whatever dirt. It's a pretty new rug. But you can see the dirt that it's gotten right there. And not only that, really fine stuff, powdery stuff, right? And then all you need to do is just pop it back in. I'm trying to do this while I'm sitting. Well, I'll get it back in. Anyway, you pop it back in, you turn it this way. And there's a little, there you go. Good to go. Now, if you only held for a second longer, I just had it wrong. And then all I do is hit the button again. All right? Hit it once, hit it twice, and Roomba's ready to go to work. Here we go. and it goes right back to cleaning up. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so Andre, I better update people on quantity because I don't know if we're but are we gonna have enough for more shows? All right, so we've sold almost 3,000 and we have 1,600 left. Less than that now, close to 1,500 left. If you've always wanted to own a Roomba, I would not wait. I would try it out. You have 30 days to try it anyway. But again, the biggest thing for me, and everybody has a different thing that they love about Roomba, but the biggest thing for me is it goes where regular vacuums can't go. That's the whole thing. You know, as I get older, I don't want to get down on my hands and knees. I don't want to bend over, even with my stick vac. I don't want to bend over and try to get down on my knees to get underneath something. Roomba goes where no other vacuum can go. It goes around corners. It goes around furniture. It goes around the legs of furniture. It goes underneath the recesses in your kitchen, you know, where your cabinets are. It'll go room to room. With the 2 virtual walls, you can block it from going room to room. Hey, Andre, let's pull up the value one more time. You want to do that? Let's show everybody. Okay, here you go. You want to get a Roomba anywhere but HSN? More than likely, you're going to pay the full retail price of $449. They're not going to give you the virtual walls. You got to buy those separately. That's $80. And the virtual walls are important. Some places you don't want Roomba to go, right? Private places, whatever. I don't care, wherever it is. Maybe you don't want Roomba to go in your bathroom for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, you get the virtual wall. You get 2 of those. You also get the extra filter. If you tried to buy that all at retail, it's $539. If you buy it at HSN, it's $199. You can do the math. You are saving $340 if you buy it today. I mean, you got enough to buy another one. So if you want to buy 2, I'm not going to stop you from buying 2. And by the way, it's pet friendly. But the pets are actually very curious. They think it's hilarious. But I love it. I think it's a back saver, right? You can clean when you're not home. We should talk about that, all right? Let's talk about that real quick, Rebecca, because there are other ways to use Roomba without hitting the button. Go ahead.
Exactly, and then I'm also going to show you the leg follow technology you were talking about. It's going to follow around the legs, and with that edge sweeping brush, I love it, because it's actually getting underneath the legs farther. It goes right up underneath it. Look at that. So that's why, as you were saying, you don't have to move your furniture. I haven't had to move my couch. Before, I would actually have to move my couch to vacuum behind it because my upright would never reach it. This reaches all of the different areas because it's only 3 inches. And you're talking about the app. Remember, this is from iRobot. I mean, when we're talking technology, technology is off the charts. So if you want that technology, if you want it to be Alexa and Google enabled, if you want to go to the app and actually schedule it for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for every single day of the week, whatever you want to do, you can do that. But it's also as simple as a press of the button as well. Remember, once to wake it up, twice to send it on its way. So that's what I love. There's a vast gap, or a vast, I should say, array of different ways to use that technology. I remember I was up in Detroit this summer, and before I came home, I wanted my house to be clean. So as I was at the airport, I put vacuum whole house, and my house was vacuumed. I got that extra clean. The proof is in the pudding, though, right? I can tell you all day I haven't taken out my upright since I've got my Roomba. But take a look. When we started, you could see that this looked like a clean carpet. Now I'm going to open it up. You saw how easy it was. Look at everything that was inside there. Now, Guy, okay, so this is what I love. Oh my gosh, there's even more in there in the hair. And I love that I can take this out, take it over to the garbage, and then wash it out if I want to, and I'm ready to go. Here's something that I love. You do not need to be a detective with this technology. I'm going to bring this up, and you're going to hear, see if you can hear this. Let's hear it again. Did you hear that? It tells me what's wrong with it, right? It said reinstall the bin, then press clean. So if I want to send it on its way again, there we go. It's going to start. One time I dropped a mask on the floor. I didn't know it. And I heard my Roomba talking, so I went and checked. And the Roomba said, clear the brushes, then press clean. I turned it around, and I was able to see that there was a mask in my multi-surface brushes. Took it out, simple, press clean, send it on its way. And those brushes you're gonna love. First of all, these wheels, take a look at that wheel. That's what's gonna get over even high transition strips or any kind of high pile carpet. These work in tandem together. It's all part of a patented 3-stage cleaning system you are only going to get with iRobot. That's patented. One is actually gonna lift, loosen, and pull that dirt. The second is gonna keep it so it doesn't tangle up ever. And then they're gonna work in tandem together to pull it into the bin using 5 times the suction of our most popular series. How great is that? Right here is where you're gonna see that we have the dirt detect and the cliff detect technology, and that edge sweeping brush. Now, Guy, can I show you something? We're talking about the virtual wall.
Yeah.
People love the virtual wall. You go crazy. So I want to come over here, and you can see that I have my pet dishes. I love it for my pet dishes. Do you see how that Roomba just came up to it and then turned away?
Turned away.
That's the virtual wall. So this virtual wall is going to do one of two things. It is either going to create a 2-foot halo or a 10-foot barrier only the Roomba can see. Again, with the technology, I can use this through the app if I'd like to, or there's just a press of the button. You're going to go up for that straight line. You're going to go down if you'd like to use it in the halo. But here's the thing. We talked about the pet dishes. My favorite way, I have to share this, Christmas time. I don't want my Roomba to go over my tree skirt.
Yes.
So I set it up, and it doesn't come close to it.
You're so smart, Rebecca. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Because it's funny. I don't use my virtual wall at home, but I remember at Christmas time because the needles, I use it, and it was sucking up on my skirt, and I was like, dumb. I almost called myself a bad word. Dummy. I was like, put the virtual wall there. So there's a reason for everything. I have to warn everybody. We've got 5 minutes left. I think we're going to have maybe one more airing, okay? That's all we could get at this value and this price, because it's the lowest price anywhere. We only got a handful. We only got a little over 4,000. That was all we could get from Roomba. We are down to probably the last 1,300, okay? So we're not even in our prime time airings yet. We're doing morning stuff here. So if you want to get one, you need to get it right now. I'm actually, as soon as I get off air, because I'm going to buy one for Dan, for him and his roommates at college. So I have an apartment, and it's all hard floors and runners and stuff. I'm going to get one, so I got to order it right when I get off air, otherwise I'm out of luck. So if you want one, I encourage you to get it. We have the best price anywhere. You can't go wrong with Roomba, all right? And if you already have a vacuum, and I only say that because we have other vacuums here, okay? I'm not going to sit there and fudge it. We have other vacuums, wonderful vacuums, all right? But if you've already got one, I've got a full-size vacuum, and I have a Dyson, a wonderful cordless. I use this more because this is my maintenance. This is what I use a couple times a week to get the floors spotless. You got hardwood floors and a pet? Have you ever seen like a dust ball flying around? That's a part of your pet, right? The little fur balls, it's gonna get rid of those as well. It has adaptive technology. It works around things, under things, all right? Around furniture, underneath tables, under your bed. I lock Roomba in my bedroom once a week, and I let it clean underneath my bed and in my walk-in closet. And it's fantastic. It goes everywhere and anywhere. $199 is the deal for one day only. You probably have one more opportunity after mine to pick it up. Watch how it works the corners. Watch how it rides the rail. Jeremy, look, it's riding the rail. Look at that. I love that. I'm talking to my boy Jeremy, who's here on set with me. Rebecca, look at how smart it is.
It's so smart, and that's the great thing about it. It's so smart without you having to do anything. You're watching it clean my house right now, and I love to kind of show it. It's already cleaned my living room, and now it's going over, and it is going to go and detect the dirt. So it's going to go clean for 90 minutes. Here's the best part. You never have to bring it back to its base, right? It's always going to say, okay, running a little low on battery, I'm going to go home now. And then it's going to go home by itself. And then all you have to do is clean that bin out. Remember, you're getting those 2 virtual walls, and you're also getting 2 of the high efficiency filter. One already comes installed, and you're getting an extra one. I love that. Here's the great thing. Remember, we're talking about technology you want, technology you don't. You just want to turn it on with the simple press of the button, you can. If you are using the app, what I love is I will actually get a message from my app saying, hey, guess what? High pollen count today. Maybe you should schedule another cleaning. So it tells you if your pollen count is clean. And then remember that high efficiency filter gives you a cleaner home because it's getting rid of 99.9% pet dander, dust, allergens. It really is everything you could possibly want. That's what I love about this configuration, this bundle. It's everything. You're getting everything that people usually have to go piecemeal together.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. This is a rare color that you find.
I love it.
It really is beautiful. It's sleek, isn't it?
You know what I like to do, Rebecca, once in a while? I like to just mess with Roomba, because Roomba becomes like a part of the family. Now watch, here's how I mess with Roomba. I'm gonna actually try to stop Roomba wherever it goes. Watch. I'm gonna put my foot, it's so smart, I can't upset it. It'll keep on working. Look, watch. The Roomba goes there, I put my foot here. It never gets mad at me. It just keeps on working. No matter what. In fact, right now it's like, why are you doing this? Well, put my foot here. Stop. Works around it, right? Okay, I'll go the other way. It never gets upset. If it finds an area, I'll put my foot there. And it works its way. You cannot mess it up, all right? I mean, and sometimes I'll do that. Like, I'll be on the phone with somebody, and Roomba comes to me, so I want it to go in the other direction. I'll just put my foot in front of it, and Roomba runs away and goes to clean somewhere else. It's never gonna stop. It doesn't get tired. It goes places no other vacuum can go. It works around your schedule. You don't have to be home. You can program it from your phone. By the way, you get the app on your phone, and you could be at work and be like, you know what? I'm bringing company over, right? Yeah, I'm bringing a lady over the house. I want to clean up my apartment. Hit the button, and Roomba will clean your apartment or your house before you get home. It'll be parked when you get there. I mean, Rebecca, 30 seconds left. Yeah. I'll let you wrap it up, but what a today's special, and it looks like it's going to sell out very soon.
And that lady's going to be so impressed when she sees your clean floors.
Talking about?
Love that.
Got it all under control.
So great. It's all under control. But when you get your Roomba, the most I could say, and I don't know if I can stress it enough, is it gives you your time back. As I said in the very beginning, this is the only thing in my house that gives me time back. I was having to vacuum all of my floors 3 times a week. I have 3 girls with long hair. I have 2 dogs that shed, dark wood floors. They are blonde, and this cleans. I have not brought my upright once since I started to use this. So it will give you your time back, and it gives you your happiness back.
I love it.
So it gives you your peace of mind, but yet your floors are cleaner than they ever have been.
Me and my Roomba. Look at her. You can name it whatever you want. Boy, girl, pet name, whatever. Rebecca, you're amazing. We'll see you again next hour.